aka Bullets, YouTube channel.
Hurry up, now tell us why you're here.
Slide Park is now out for the season because of a crash he had in the second division. And Kenny Wheelhouse will replace him for the rest of the season. Kurt Busch-Tire will start at pole position for the 27th race, where Lee Revkins somehow hops onto the catch fence and Johnny Blamer somehow spins himself out. And Warburton would end up winning this race, the 27th race of 2001. But then, on September 11th, 2 terrorist planes crashed into the Twin Towers in New York. Dale Carrett will start at pole position for the following race, the 28th race. All of the Piston Cup racers are in red, white, and blue, including Ken Schrader, who is in all red, white, and blue. And now he's out because of Eugene Komareski. Well, of course this happens. And Dale Earnhardt Jr. would win the 28th race of 2001 following 9/11. Maury Clutchburn would start at pole position for the 29th race, where Ruby Easy Oaks would go into that catch fence because of Mark Boonsley. Why? But Kevin Shiftwright would almost win the 29th race, but in the end, the King wins the 29th race of 2001. A surprising pole sitter being Bill Gears will start at pole position for the 30th race, where Krusty Rotor would be out because of Todd Marcus. Why? And Kevin Carvick is down 1 lap on the last lap because of rough racing. Dale Carrett would only lose by 20 feet to Ricky Carvin, who wins his very first race, the 30th race of 2001. Chuck Armstrong will start at pole position for the 31st race, where Jeff Gorvette would lead the most laps with 236, and he would only lose by 5 feet to the King, who wins the 31st race and his 7th win this season. Rusty Wheelhouse will start at pole position for the 32nd race, where Sterling Carlin would go airborne on lap 168 because of Eugene Komareski. Why? But now he's out because of, well, of course, Ken Schrader. Well, we all expected this to happen, but Bill Racelot would almost win the 32nd race, but in the end, Bobby Carboni would end up winning the 32nd race. The 33rd race is started by Hall Ingus, who's on the pole, but Davey Apex somehow spins himself out with 1 wheel. And Bill Racelot would lead the most laps with 103, and the King would almost win the 33rd race, but in the end, Sterling Carlin would get his first win since 1996, the 33rd race of 2001. Bill Racelot would get another pole position for the 34th race, where Chuck Armstrong would go into the catch fence because of Tony Gasworth, who leads the most laps with 130. And the winner is Bill Racelot, who hasn't won a race for 7 years. A car that won earlier in the season, Chuck Armstrong would start at pole position for the 35th race, where Jeff Burton goes airborne on lap 75 because of Todd Marcus. Why? But now he's out for the season because Jeff Burton came back from the wall to push Todd Marcus into the inside wall. And Jeff Burton's car owner, Jack Rush, is very happy with that. But Sterling Carlin ends up winning the 35th race. And only 2 cars can win the Piston Cup mathematically this year: the King and Jeff Gorvette. Now, let's see who comes third. Well, one of these 5 cars can, but all of them had good seasons this season, but they can't win the Piston Cup this year. Let's see who comes third this year in the 2001 Piston Cup season.
Remember to press the notifications button, which goes ring, ring, ring after you press it. And lightning strikes back, and that's as if you subscribed, of course. And thank you for watching this entire video.
Now, there is one final race in the 2001 Piston Cup season, the Dynaco 400. And there are two cars, the King and Jeff Gorvette, that can win that Piston Cup. In the 2001 Dynaco 400, you will see which one wins the 2001 Piston Cup. That video will be coming out very soon.